My mom has never made me anything like this, but it felt like home, kind of.
It does,
you know,
it does,
I mean,
especially this one, yeah.
It was comfort food. It was so delicious.
Hi everybody and welcome back to Follow Me, I'm a Foodie India. Today we are in Flushing, New York. We're eating at Ganesh Temple in the basement at their temple canteen, and this place is just amazing.
Yeah, so we are eating our first full South Indian breakfast. We asked them to order for us, so they got us 6 items that they said were the most traditional South Indian breakfast items. Let's eat. I think we should start with the dosa so that it doesn't get soggy on us. We want it to be completely nice and crunchy. You want to start with the ghee roast?
Yes, I do.
Okay, first of all, just look at this beauty. It is incredible. So they gave us this dosa along with tomato chutney, which is like, it's a sambar,
like
right?
sambar.
It's sambar. Okay, so we have sambar, and then we have a coconut chutney that I tasted. And the coconut chutney has a little bit of spice to it, and I'm really excited about how all these flavors are gonna go together. It has huge chunks of veggie. It almost reminds me of like a stew to some degree, but really, really good. I can't wait to try this coconut now. So coconut chutney has always been kind of one of my favorites. I love mint the most, but coconut is second. But I think in South Indian food, coconut is the way to go. So you're just gonna drink, oh yeah. I understand what
It's so good. That's so good. Having the little pops of this.
Wow.
Is that mustard seeds?
I think it's mustard seed. It's got some heat to it.
I like the heat, yeah.
It's got coconut. It's so good. And then the texture is kind of gritty. And I think that's the actual pieces of coconut in there.
It is. It tastes so fresh. It's like as I'm chewing it, it's almost like I'm feeling it just come out through my nose. But so at first when we got this, I thought, why is there so much of this coconut? I understand. It's probably everybody's favorite. It's so good.
Wow. This is some of the best sambar I've ever had. I've never had it so huge. Like the pieces of veggie here are so big, and it adds so much flavor to this really, really flavorful dosa here.
I love how crunchy the dosa is. You guys have told us that we have to eat it like right when it comes out so it's nice and crunchy and doesn't get soft. It's probably the crunchiest dosa that we've had, honestly.
So this is a ghee, and you can really taste the butteriness of this particular dosa. Mixed with these two, it is absolutely phenomenal. I want to try this other dosa. This one is a masala dosa, and it is just packed with goodness. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it looks so good. There's potato, there is onion. It looks absolutely good. Let's try this. I guess you want the whole thing? You can do it burrito style?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna try this first in sambar. You know what, actually, I think I've learned from you guys enough to know to try it by itself first.
I love the potato in it. I love that it's not too spicy. It really allows you to taste this amazing dosa.
I keep losing my potato in there.
Potato is very subtle, and I like that about it. I actually dropped a lot here, so I'm just gonna put it.
Man, that coconut is so good. I gave you the one with all of the potatoes, so let me still
Just
some.
take that and I'll swap you.
No, keep it, because you want the potato. I know you do.
Yeah,
all right, now let's try it with some sambar. Gosh, I keep going back and forth between liking the coconut more and liking the sambar more. I mean, it just has such good flavor. Clearly, though, she is on team coconut at the moment, but I just think that the big chunky vegetables add so much flavor to this.
It's good, but whenever you said sambar, I was like, oh yeah, we still have sambar. I love this coconut so much.
It is really good. I can see why you like it so much, but I think using both is the key. Okay.
I'm gonna try it with this then.
So where does that sit in the dosas that we've had? Because that's one of the better dosas I've had. This is so good.
Do you mean with or without the coconut?
I just mean in general, all of it together. How does this kind of compare to the dosas we've had in the past, because we've
I
never.
think this is a lot more crispy, but really thanks to you guys because you told us that we have to do it right away or it gets too soft. This dosa is good. I love spicy, so I know we've had some spicy dosas other places, like when we were in New Mexico. That was really good. We had this like 5 different ways, but I love the potato in it.
Yeah, the potato, the masala mixture is just really, really good with this one.
And when you put the coconut with it, I don't think there is a competitor.
Right.
Really, I don't.
So the dosas were absolutely incredible, but now we got to get to this other stuff. A lot of this we have not had before. I want to start with this one. This is a green chili and onion uttapam. This is much thicker. This looks like a pancake to me.
It does.
I'm hoping that this is really nice and spicy. And again, I'm going coconut first.
I'm gonna try it by itself first. It does feel just like a pancake. But so on here they have chilies, like you can see the green chilies on them. There's some onions. Ooh, there's some spicy seeds in there too.
Ooh, here's a big old onion.
I was gonna try it first and then I dipped it.
You just dipped? It's good though. It is so good.
You can really taste the onion on here. I know there was a chili in that bite that I had, but I feel like the onion comes through really strong. The texture it's so interesting. It's like spongy.
That sambar is special. It has so much flavor. You mix it with something that takes on flavor like this uttapam, and man, it's just layers and layers of flavor. You get a little bit of carrot, a little bit of potato, then you catch that heat from the green chili in this uttapam, and then the onions. There's several kinds of onions, and then there's also cilantro. So you're talking about just like a tremendous amount of flavor in this entire thing. I'm really loving this uttapam. I can't believe we haven't eaten more of this because this is fluffy texture. It's got great chew to it. Like, this is really a special dish.
I think this combination together is really like magical because these are both, they're good by themselves. They're really good and they're interesting. They put them together, fan-freaking-tastic.
So I really liked the dosa a lot, but this is my favorite by a long shot so far today. This has so much more of a, like texturally, there's just more to it. It feels more hearty, if that makes sense, especially mixed with this delicious sambar here.
I mean, it's all veg.
Gosh.
Hearty veg.
Man, this onion on this uttapam too, it's got this nice crunchy texture to go off this like pillowy soft uttapam here. Like,
you can see how it's grilled. It just looks so beautiful.
we're staying in a hotel here in Long Island City, and I'm telling you, this is softer than the pillow that I slept on last night. It is so good. The texture is just blowing me away.
This is really good. I don't know. So it definitely is thicker than a regular pancake. Most pancakes just kind of fall apart, but this is really thick. Holds on to its integrity, holds everything together.
This is my absolute favorite Indian breakfast item I've had so far.
Really?
Really good.
That is so good. It's so good. I think the only reason I like the other one, the combination of the other dosa with the mint so much is just the potato and the spicy. I love potatoes. And I know you love onions.
I just got a big piece of chili.
You ate my chili?
It lit me up. So good. All right, let's go vada. And here, let me tear part of this and put a bite each in the sambar. I learned this from our last time.
Oh yeah,
kind
when we ate it wrong.
of let it soak in.
You guys taught us that. Thank you.
Yeah.
By the way.
And then let's try it with the coconut while we're waiting.
That was a close call.
Jeez, I know.
So crispy
Yeah.
and crunchy. I like
Really crispy on the outside. Perfectly soft on the
that. I
inside.
don't know how they do that.
What
It's an interesting dough.
What is it made out of? Do you know?
I have no idea.
Know.
Y'all
It's
tell us
really interesting though.
How you get it so perfectly crunchy on the outside and then just soft.
What is it
So
too?
soft on
Like,
the
is
inside.
it like a lentil thing? Is it just like, I don't know. I'm really curious.
really
I
good.
should have asked ahead of time, but
It's good.
super, super interesting.
Have these
All right,
soaked enough?
let's try it. So, this is one of our very first videos. We totally butchered the way that we ate it. But now, hopefully, this is soaked in and we did this right. Trying to learn. Oh yeah.
Y'all know what you're talking about. For dang sure. That's
That's
good.
what happens when we listen to you guys. We eat it right and it tastes so much
Our
better.
food life
So
is just better.
thank you. Yeah.
That's
Wow.
delicious. I wish we had a lot more of these.
I know. I mean, let's eat it. We'll order some more. That's no problem.
Okay.
All right. Last item here, basabelli.
But
Basabibelli.
Bisabelli bud.
Bisabelli bud.
Is it?
Basabelli bud. We'll put it down here. Anyways, it is a rice dish that looks like it has a lot of the same vegetables as the sambar.
We tried really hard.
Yeah, we did.
We thought we had it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And then it's got karabundi and like a raita with cucumber and
some carrots.
some carrots. So let's try this. Let's try it first how it is.
I like that. Is there ginger in there?
I don't know. Man, that has a lot of flavor.
It reminds me of Christmas if you put everything together and ate it all at the same time. Almost like there's a little bit of ginger.
Let's try it now with this karabundi. I think that's what you're supposed to do. There's curry leaves, little karabundi that's got some peanut and some crunchiness to it. When you add that karabundi, it gives it this amazing texture and some more flavor to it. I especially liked the flavor of the peanut mixed in there. That made it really, really interesting.
Is the karabundi spicy?
It's a little bit, it's got a kick, but it's not spicy.
I like it a lot. I like like you said, the different textures with the peanut. Are they rice puffs?
There's rice puffs, yes, and then peanuts, which is my favorite part. All right, now finally I want to try raita with the basabili, whatever.
I think we just need to go to like.
Wow. So the cucumber adds a tremendous amount of flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, try that. So it's not overly
Makes it super fresh.
yogurty. It does give it a fresh element that makes it feel kind of like a different dish here.
Yeah, it does.
I like that even better than the karabundi.
Really? I like the karabundi better with it.
I just think that adds a freshness that I'm really in love with here. So
That's
good.
really good, but I love this. I think that's the way to eat it.
Just
Sticks onto it really well.
dip it really hard. All right, last thing here, the idli. Now we had some in Houston, and that was a breakfast tour video that we did, north, south, east, and west. If you want to watch that video, we'll put it down in the description. It's a really good one. But we've had idli before, but I didn't get to have it with coconut because they had a strange peanut chutney at that place. But I really wanted to try it with coconut.
This already seems like fluffier than the other one, but thicker. Fluffier
Yeah, it
and
is
thicker.
definitely thicker. That's really good.
It tastes so different with this than the dosa. It takes on just a whole other flavor.
Yeah, it really does
Try it by
have.
itself.
I really want to try this sambar now too, because it is. I mean, it has a flavor of its own, but it's really kind of neutral
It
to
reminds
some
me
degree.
of cornbread almost. Like if cornbread and pancakes
Had a baby?
had a little baby, they'd be little idlis.
A cornbread pancake idli, baby. Really good. Now we have a little dessert, even though it's breakfast, because
You can have dessert for
we're
breakfast.
foodies.
Yes.
So I thought this was jalebi,
So pretty.
but I think they called it sangiri.
Sangiri, I think that's what
Sangiri?
they...
I don't know. Y'all tell us, is this just jalebi, or is this something totally different?
Is it called sangiri in southern India, maybe?
I don't know. Let's see if it tastes different.
let us know. It definitely tastes different.
Yeah.
It's good, but it's not as fresh as the ones that we've had.
It's not that. It's not as
Tastes more
crunchy. That's the difference. Like, it
It's
has,
not as crunchy. This tastes more bready.
but it has the same similar taste, but it doesn't
similar.
have the really hard crunch.
Right.
And that's the difference from jalebi for me.
I think I like the crunch a little
Me too.
better. But
This
if
one's
this is a different
good.
thing, then yeah.
I wonder what would happen if we got this like fresh out of the oil, if it would be different, if it would have that crunch. But the jalebi, the thing that I love about it is it is so crunchy, and then it just kind of melts in your mouth.
This is like a little cake.
Yeah, this feels like cake that's been soaked in like syrup of some kind.
Maybe some kind of rose water.
Yeah, I definitely taste a tiny bit of rose water in there. But this is, I mean, it's really good.
I must like it more than you because I'm
Here you go. You love it.
for my sweet tooth and my coffee.
Really, really good. Man, that was a big breakfast. What do you think?
I think it's delicious.
I definitely love South Indian breakfast. What was your favorite thing on this entire thing?
Can I have two favorites?
You can have
I'm gonna
two.
have two favorites.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I love the coconut with the potato dosa.
Okay.
So much. If I could have one thing only, what do you think it would be?
The coconut chutney?
I just have coconut chutney.
The
for
chutney
breakfast
is your literal favorite?
out of all of it. But I love this with everything. And then these little guys, what are these called again?
They're vada.
Yes. The vada with
The sambar?
the sambar. So good.
Yeah.
It was so good. What are your favorites?
My absolute favorite was this uttapam. The texture, the softness, the chew, the way that it took on the flavors of what was in it, and then the way that it took on the flavors of this sambar and this amazing coconut chutney. I just thought that was absolutely incredible.
I thought that was going to be my favorite when I saw it. I instantly was like, oh, hello. How
I
are
mean,
you?
it was
We
so
should be
good.
friends.
I want to have a bunch more of these. I really enjoyed the dosas too. I think they do dosas incredibly well here.
Definitely,
The
yeah.
thing is, I've had quite a few dosas, and this was a new experience for me, so it definitely went over the top. And I really liked the texture of this, but
Yeah.
this is my clear winner, with kind of me picking the sambar as kind of a secondary thing that made what I liked the best here taste absolutely incredible.
That was so good.
good.
I'm curious to know which is your favorite South Indian dish, especially if you live there. What is your go-to? Because we want to go to that.
It was amazing. I loved everything. I am a big fan of South Indian breakfast. If we are ever going to eat Indian breakfast, I kind of feel like this is the way to go, because I've had north, south, east, and west, and all of it was really good, but this just felt hearty. It felt homey. Like, my mom has never made me anything like this, but it felt like home, kind of.
It does,
you know,
it does,
I mean,
especially this one, yeah.
It was comfort food. It was so delicious. So that is it. If you liked the video, please like, please subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.